Sponsored by Blue Apron. Delicious recipes delivered right to your doorstep. The first 50 people to click the link in the description get $50 off their first 2 weeks of Blue Apron.
Jordan's messages.
Guys, moments before messages was about to start, Josh was turning on the camera, preparing everything. I saw him fudging with something back there. I said, Josh, what card are you using? I was 100% positive it was my card in the camera. Okay, my memory card. Josh said, oh, it's my card. I just formatted it. I said, are you sure it was your card, Josh? He had this terrified look on his face like I've never seen. He opened up the card holder and sure enough, it was my card. And I said, okay. I had all sorts of pictures on there. It's all gone.
I'm sorry.
Goodbye.
I said I was sorry.
Bye-bye. Let's get to the messages. Why is it that long messages bore and confuse you, but when they are short, you ask for more context and explanation? P.S. You are great, Am. There is no explanation for what makes the perfect message. It's like reading a Bible verse. What makes a great Bible verse? It speaks to you in a way that you cannot explain. You try to explain, you look like an idiot. I can't explain what makes your messages good and bad, okay? Who cares if they're long, if they're short? If they have meaning behind it, to me, they're golden. Is that okay answer? Hey, Jordan! Oh, yeah. Aim. She didn't say, hey, Jordan. Yeah, we answered her message.
I think that it was an old one.
Oh. You will be banned. Find her, banned her. I don't want her watching this show anymore. Hey, Jordan. I am 23 and will have been married for 2 years. This is January. I was a sheltered homeschooler. VeggieTales and Odyssey were my main sources of entertainment for the majority of my childhood. Now that I am older, sometimes I feel like I still haven't had time to be an independent teenage dude now that I am married. You got married at you're 23. You're not a teenage dude. You haven't been since you got married. Now that I am married, I don't get to just go do whatever I want. Is it normal to feel like this? Your thoughts? I am so confused. He says he wants to feel like a teenage dude, but he got married when he's 21. Yeah, he got married when he was 21, and he's sad that he doesn't feel like a teenager anymore, but he's kind of blaming it on the fact that he's married, but he was married when he was 21. It makes no sense in the messages. Okay, is it normal to not feel like a teenager when you're 21? Well, actually, you're 23 now. Look, you're living too much in the past. Trust me, I've been there. Okay, get over it. It's over. Just forget it. You're living in a new time. Okay, it's fine. Okay, you're gonna be okay. All right, I was about to read the next message, but then Josh pointed out something that you were blaming your wife for your inability to have a nice teenage dude life. You're sick. I had to get that out. I'm sorry, I had to get it out. Let's go to the next message. Hey, Jordan, I want to eat healthy like you, but I have no time to meal plan. Do you have any tips for how I can do better? Great question, hungry and confused. I'm going to answer this as seriously as I possibly can. It's a very serious question. 2 words. Blue Apron. Blue Apron happens to be sponsoring this episode. They're a company who delivers fresh, pre-planned meals right to your door. Check out the link in the description because the first 50 people to sign up will get $50 off their first 2 weeks of meals from Blue Apron. It's really cool. The box is literally right at your doorstep. You bring it inside, you take all of the farm fresh ingredients, put it in the refrigerator. Then when you're ready to make the meal, you just take it out and you make it. All meals can be prepared in 40 minutes or less. There's 8 recipes on their website to choose from each week, and you can choose any combination of recipes you'd like. So if you want like one that has meat and then one that's vegetarian, you can do that. That's what we did. Sarah and I made the meal together and it was a lot of fun.
It was fun. They give you a recipe card and everything you need.
The meal we enjoyed the most was the Cajun shrimp and corn pancakes. Every week, Blue Apron is adding new meals to their menu. So you get to try new and exciting things you've never thought to try before. And look, it's a win-win because you get great meals and you learn to cook better. I know it helped me personally to learn to cook better, really it did. Another great thing is that there's no added hormones in the meat. It's called Blue Apron because chefs around the world are wearing blue aprons when they're in training.
Oh. Is that true?
It really is, Josh.
That's
It's
cool.
true. Again, don't forget to click the link in the description. The first 50 people to sign up are going to get $50 off their first 2 weeks of Blue Apron. Dear Jordan, I am recently engaged to a wonderful man that I have been with for almost 5 years. My family loves him and totally approve. Here's the problem. My parents insist that I graduate college before we get married. I still have a couple years left. Higher education is something that is very important to them but isn't necessary for the field I want to go into. I pay for everything with loans and my own money, but had to take a year off of school because it was financially impossible for me to afford. I've been able to save enough to get by and finish school with a bunch of debt, but I'd rather use it for the wedding and go back to school after we are married, if I think it's even worth it. I don't know if I'm thinking clearly or I'm just excited to marry my best friend. Finishing college isn't a goal. I feel like there are too many Look, okay. I understand if your parents, okay, are really badgering you to go to college, like knocking you over the head. Go to school, go to school, go to school. If they were paying for it, okay? They're like, hey, go to school, but we're not gonna help you at all. Go to school. Work your butt off. Go into millions of dollars in debts for your worship arts degree, okay? Go to school. You just want to get married, all right? Do I think here, personally, do I think that you need to go to college? Okay, you seem like you want to get married and kind of like, I don't think that you necessarily need to go to college, Josh. What do you think? Okay. She says she's saying it is not required. Josh is getting a nervous look on his face. He's trying to figure out what to say. It's not required for her worship arts degree. Okay.
I think that I agree. Like, why are her parents forcing her to do all this? And then telling her she can't get married? But she's in love.
Yeah, exactly. Look,
It's not good for the heart to burn.
No. This is, I think
It's not good to have heartburn.
Look, it's not good to have heartburn. Your parents, they're being a little bit too controlling, okay? They need to step it back a little bit. They need to back off. They're having issues, okay? They're having, like, controlling issues, okay? I mean, neck itches. What's up, Jordan? Here's the quick summary on this man. We've been best friends for 2 years, dating for a little over half a year, and the parents on both sides are giving the silent approving nod on marriage in the far future. He's got quite a bit of schooling left to become a doctor. So yes, an amazing man, blah, blah, blah. You get the gist. He actually is quite incredible, but that is not the issue here. Okay, now problem. I have very strong convictions regarding physical intimacy due to watching too many We Saved Our First Kiss for our wedding day videos on YouTube when I was younger. And his are much looser just because his conscience isn't bugged by that. I tend to cave to doing what he's comfortable with, but walk away feeling a twinge of guilt. He reassures me it's okay, and even my mom has reassured me that it's not the end of the world. So my convictions have mellowed over time, but for the ones that haven't, what should I do? Okay, look.
The mom is like, it's okay.
It's okay. Look, okay, this is really hard to read. It's hard to know if, like, this is gonna go one of two ways. Either you have no idea just how, like, ridiculous you're being with, like, how, like, overly guarded that you're being, where it's just, like, it's that to the point that it's kind of scary, okay? And you're scaring your mom. Or your mom could be like one of those people, you know, that exist out there in the world. They're like, you know, you can spend the night with your boyfriend. It doesn't matter to me. I can't get a read on this message, Josh, but, you know, I'm going to make a generalization here, okay? I'm going to assume from past messages and what our general audience is, you know, that this is, maybe she's being a little too guarded. Now, I'm not saying to go out and make out with this guy and stuff, but if this guy just wants to sit next to you on the couch and you're like, sit over there, get away from me, okay?
Get behind me.
Get behind me, Satan. Maybe you're being a little too guarded, okay? Just, I think maybe what the problem is maybe you're putting, like, look, okay, I don't want you to live a life of guilt. That's what I'm trying to say here.
Wow, 2 messages in a row dealing with guilt.
Dealing with guilt. I don't want you to feel guilty, okay? If you're... again, this is hard to talk about just because it's about physical intimacy. It's hard to know exactly what she's talking about.
If she doesn't feel comfortable doing something, she shouldn't.
That's exactly what I'm saying. She shouldn't do it if she's not comfortable with doing something that's like minor, like holding hands, okay? I think that's what she's like talking about, is that kind of thing.
I can't imagine it being anything more extreme than that.
Right.
If the mom is like, it's really okay if you want to hold his hand. You've been dating a while.
Right. That's what I'm thinking. So I'm just gonna go based off of that, okay? If you feel comfortable holding the guy's hand, do it. You don't have to feel guilty just because you watch some YouTube videos, okay? Trust me, okay? Trust me. It's gonna be okay. Hey Jordan, I love my family and all, but in one aspect they really get on my nerves. What should do in a family where people take it for granted and expect me to soon have a boyfriend and eventually get married? I don't appreciate this assumption and would like for the people around me to encourage any future of mine with a family of my own or no. How should I get this message across to my fam without making it sound like I hate men, relationships, or marriage? Look, okay, let's be clear here for one issue that you've messed up with your message. You do not give a message to your family. You give it to me. I'm the only one on earth who can get a message, who can receive a message, not your family. Okay, I just wanted to put that out there. Anyways, you're sick. Alright, where was I going with this? I got so distracted. Here's the thing. Alright, most families, they joke around. Look, you're having this is a non-issue. Most families in the United States of America at this point in time, they joke around about somebody getting married, okay, in passing. Okay, I think that you're overreacting about this. Unless they're every second of the day, they're like, hey, when are you gonna get married? Hey, are you gonna get married? Hey, are you gonna get married? Okay, that's abnormal. Alright, but if it's just like a joke of like, oh yeah, well, you know, we're waiting for her to get a boyfriend. Like, just get over it, alright? Okay, dads make those jokes. Moms you're gonna end up making those jokes and you not even think that you're going to, but you will.
Kids will be writing in messages.
And then your children will be writing in messages, okay? I don't care if you get married. I literally don't. Your parents probably don't as much as you think that they do. It's just a joke that people make, okay? It's a joke.
Say when you have nothing else to say.
Yeah, you say it when you have nothing else to say. I know, look, we've all been there. It makes you feel awkward, but it makes you grow as a person. Because look, okay, if you can deal with this minute, small little annoyance about your family is perfect, you're saying, other than the fact that they make this small little joke every once in a blue moon. Okay, if that's the hardest part about your life and you can get past that, think about how much you're gonna grow as a person. You're gonna blossom. Again, this is the outro. It's just impossible. It's like, why I have to go. Why do I have to go? Why do I have to go? There's not a 10-minute limit on YouTube anymore. What is the limit? Okay, I've seen people post videos that are 24 hours long.
Oh, wow, 24-hour messages.
Sarah, get over here. Just come here. Just get over here. Okay.
Are you gonna let me sit down?
No.
What am I doing?
This is my chair. Guys, I have nothing to say because I don't want messages sent. Why don't you say something? Don't be messy.
And leave good messages.
You're sick.
I can't wait to see how you edit that. Just 2 minutes.
You're sick.